right, I'm here with David Hatcher Childress at the International UFO Congress. How are you, David?
Hi, good. I'm having a good time here. It's really fun.
Yeah, and you've been kind of swarmed by fans here. It's been interesting. So, Ancient Aliens, are you really enjoying doing that show?
Oh, yeah. No, it's great doing that show. And just the company that does it, Prometheus in Los Angeles, just does a great show and a good job. Going now 9 years, and they're shooting the 10th season now, I think. So
amazing. Now, I've said many times on my show that the way civilizations evolve intelligently, possibly, and become extinct, doesn't matter if someone visits us now or they visit us 5 million years ago, it could still happen. And what are your thoughts on that?
Yeah, I mean, I think that extraterrestrials probably been coming here for thousands of years, and certainly watching our progress on planet Earth and perhaps guiding us as well. And then you have all these strange structures on the moon, and it seems like the moon is sort of a special space base of some sort.
Yeah, I never really looked into that too much, but I understand a lot of people think there could be something on the dark side of the moon, the other side of the moon, or some people claim there's structures. Have you really looked into that deeply?
Yeah, actually, I did a book back in the 90s called Extraterrestrial Archaeology, where I went through as many photos and drawings and other people's books who talk about the moon, and I came to the conclusion that, yeah, there are vehicles on the moon, there are structures on the moon. It's likely that things are underground on the moon as well. And in fact, if you watch the movie 2001: A Space Odyssey, when they go to the moon in that movie, they also go underground, and all their bases are really underground there.
What do you think, in this 10 years that you've done the show, or coming up on the 10th year, what do you think is the most compelling, I'm going to say evidence, I guess, that we have been visited in the past?
Well, people do ask me that, and what's the best evidence for that? I tend to think it is things on the moon, and structures on the moon as for extraterrestrials. We have other structures like Pumapunku and things like that. I'm a believer also in advanced ancient civilizations such as Atlantis and even ancient Egypt. I believe that they had power tools, and I've written books also on Vimanas and the Ark of the Covenant. So I think that there was aircraft, there was electricity in ancient times, there were power tools, and space bases and things, and so some of it's human in my mind, but other things are probably extraterrestrials.
You know, it's really hard for anyone to wrap their brain around time when it comes to millions and billions of years. You know, when you go back, you just can't even, the human brain just can't really conceive that. Do you think it's possible that there could have been some type of volcanism at one time? There could have been, say, a prominent civilization at one time, a long time ago, and perhaps a volcanization or something happened, a major asteroid, maybe even 2 billion years ago, or something before we knew anything about life on Earth, and there could have been life before we know of?
Supposedly, biologists say that really life on Earth couldn't have really evolved without a moon, and that we need that gravitational pull of the moon to causing the tides and a certain oscillation of the planet in a way. So yeah, we needed a moon. NASA has even said at one point that our moon is actually older than the Earth, rather than it being part of the Earth or being, say, ejected from some, molten early Earth, but that the moon is actually perhaps even, some kind of an artificial structure that's been, put into orbit around our planet.
That's interesting. Never heard that one. That's just one last question I can think of right now is, can you kind of describe how the show has changed your life?
Well, I'm an author really, and a publisher, and being on the Ancient Alien shows has helped my book sell better, I think. Now when I go to the airport, sometimes people will recognize me and they'll come up to me and they'll say, "Oh, aren't you that guy in that Ancient Alien show?" And I'll say, "Yeah." And then the next thing they usually ask me is, "What's with that guy's hair, anyway?"
Yeah. Well, this has been great, and I think the show has captured a lot of hearts of people, because one thing I mentioned too when we were talking yesterday is a lot of people I know who aren't even into UFOs are into Ancient Aliens, and so it's been really great. Great talking to you, David.
All right. Thank you.